The Baker Institute represents a rather unique environment within Cornell and within veterinary medicine. One can wonder how the Institute has managed to maintain its programs over a period of 75 years. I think it's because we've had an internal compass that keeps us focused on our core mission: advance animal health through research.
We have a tight-knit community that is away from the hustle and bustle of the rest of our Cornell campus, and we really are able to dig into some complex basic biology problems by leveraging our strengths and coming together as a community of researchers with the goal of improving the health of animals and people.
The efforts of the Baker director and the faculty to bring in funds from all sources, so it's really important for us that we get funding from not only federal agencies, but super important that we're getting funds from donors and maintaining that contact with donors. And I think it's that connection between the folks that are on the Baker's side and the actual people who work here that makes a big difference.
The Baker Institute represents a long history of being at the forefront of animal health discoveries, from vaccine development to cancer diagnostics and therapeutics.
When somebody says Baker Institute, what comes to my mind is myself starting to study veterinary medicine back in the early 80s, knowing about the current parvovirus pandemic and the role of the Baker in addressing this pressing issue on animal health.
The interest of the people when they come here often revolves around applying the science that they are so passionate about to improve the lives of companion animals.
Baker Institute represents really thinking about scientific challenges in an incredibly creative way, working with our external partners, in particularly working with veterinarians and animal owners to solve emerging problems as they happen.
The Baker Institute has managed to maintain this amazing track record of success over 75 years, really because of its emphasis on training the next generation. My very first graduate student is now a fully tenured professor here at Cornell in animal science. And so it really feels like coming full circle, where you not only are doing the work ourselves now, but training the next generation to carry that forward.
When I think of the Baker Institute, I think of this small community on top of the hill above Cornell in Ithaca that works together to do really foundational science that has made really valuable discoveries over many years.
And we've had this sort of core faculty who have really understood the mission, understood how to do innovative, cutting-edge science related to companion animals, related to animals, and related to humans. Altogether, we sort of have this package, which I think is very unusual and has allowed us to be successful for as they say, for the long term, and presumably will allow us to be successful going forward.